Good morning, students. Today I welcome all of you in our next class, the next chapter of our book, Resolution, chapter number 2, Bholi, written by very famous writer K. Abbas, Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, the famous Indian writer, novelist, journalist, and a film director. Popularly known as K. Abbas, he was awarded by Padam Shri by the government of India in 1969. So, about the story. Bholi is a story of a little girl whose name was Sulekha. She has a smallpox marks on her face and she also stammers. And nobody likes Bholi because she has a bad appearance and she also stammers. One day, because of some conditions, her father sent her to a school, and in school, she met a teacher. The teacher changed his life. Okay, Boli inspired by the teacher very much, and in the last, Boli proved that if we have neither good looks or nor other quality, and if we are quite firm determined, then we can change the society. Okay, and in this story there is a beautiful and good social message that we have to eradicate the evils of the society. And in this chapter there is a one big evil, and we call it dowry system. So let's start the chapter, that how Bholi overcome with all his difficulties, with her difficulties, and how she solve all the problems one by one. So students, look at the book, look into the book. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Bholi, the simpleton. So, Bholi is a Hindi word. Bholi means very very innocent. भोली भाली हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं, भोली वर्ड हिंदी का है. सो हर रियल नेम वॉज सुलेखा, बट पीपल call her Bholi. She was the fourth daughter of Namradar Ramlal. So Ramlal was her father. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head, and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. That's why she remained a backward child and came to be known as Bholi the simpleton. So there was an incident in Bholi's childhood. What was the incident? That she had fallen off on her cot from her bed, and one part of her head was damaged. So she became backward, and people call him Bholi, the simpleton. At birth, the child was fair and pretty, but when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Only the eyes were saved. Entire body was permanently disfigured by the deep black pock marks. Little Sulekha could not speak till she was 5, and when at last she learned to speak, she stammered. The other children often made fun of her and mimicked her. As a result, she talked very little. So, student, there was another incident mishappening. When she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Her entire body was disfigured by black marks, and she could not speak till she was 5. And when she learned to speak, she was stammering. So that's why people make fun of her, and she became very hesitated whenever she want to speak. Ramlal had 7 children, okay, 3 sons, 4 daughters, and the youngest of them was Bholi. So Bholi was the youngest. It was a prosperous farmer's household, and there was a plenty to eat and drink. All the children except Bholi were healthy and strong. So the 6 other children are very healthy and strong. The sons had to the city to study in school and later in colleges. Of the daughters, Radha, the eldest, had already been married. The second daughter, Mangla's marriage also had been settled. And when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third, Champa. They were good looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find the bridegrooms for them. So, first one is Radha, second one is Mangla, and third one is Champa. So, there were no problem related to their marriage because they were good looking girls, they were healthy, and it was not difficult to find the bridegrooms for that kind of girls because they are good looking girls. But problem was with only Bholi. But Ramlal was worried about Bhuli. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. So, students, she had neither good looks, she is not good looking, and she is not also intelligent. Bholi was 7 years when Mangla was married. The same year, a primary school for girls was opened in the village. The Tehsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. He said to Ramlal, as a revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village, and so you must set an example for the villagers. You must send your daughters to the school. So, there is a twist in the story. What was the twist? One day, Tehsildar Sahib came to the village, and she told to Ramlal that you are the revenue official from the government. Okay, so you have to set an example. First, you send your daughter to school, then other villagers will also follow you. So now, students, it is compulsory for Ramlal to send her daughter to school. That night, when Ramlal consulted his wife, she cried, are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them? So, students, you can think what was the thinking of about girls' education at that time. Her mother is saying that, are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them? So, it means if at that time if girls are going to school, nobody will marry them. But Ramlal had not the courage to disobey the Tehsildar. At last his wife said, I will tell you what to do. Send Bhuli to school. As there is a little chance of her getting married with her ugly face and lack of sense, let the teachers at school worry about it. So her mother is saying these kinds of word, very negative kind of thought her mother has, because she is saying that her daughter has ugly face and lack of sense. So let's Bhuli send school and let the teacher worry about her. So one mother is saying about her daughter, and they are very negative thoughts. The next day, Ramlal caught Bhuli by the hand and said, come with me. I will take you to school. Bhuli was frightened. She did not know what a school was like. She remembered how a few days ago their old cow Lakshmi had been turned out of the house and sold. So, Bholi didn't know about the school. What was the school? What is the purpose of a school? She only know about her cow, whose name was Lakshmi. So next. No, 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 no. She shouted in a terror and pulled her hand away from her father's grip. So she don't want to go to school, and she pulled her hand from her father's grip and ran away. What's the matter with you, fool? Shouted Ramlal. I am thinking I am only taking you to the school. Then his wife then he told his wife, let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and the other girls think of us when they see her? So student, you can think, you can imagine that now when Bhuli is going to school, her father told to his wife that let her wear some decent clothes today. So it means they give untidy clothes to her daughter, and now she is going to school. Then they are saying that give her some decent clothes, otherwise what people think of them. New clothes had never been made for Bhuli. The old dresses of her sister were passed on to her. No one cared to mend or wash her clothes. But today she was lucky to receive a clean dress which had shrunk after many washings, and no longer fitted Champa. So because this dress is not fit for Champa, that's why the dress was given to Bholi. She was even bathed and oil rubbed into her dry and matted hair. Okay, see, for the first time she was getting the oil into her hair. Only then did she begin to believe that she was being taken to a place better than at her home. Now she is believing that she is going to a place which is better than home. When they reached the school, the children were already in the classrooms. Ramlal handed over his daughter to the headmistress. Left alone, the poor girl looked about her with fear-laden eyes. There were several rooms. In each room, girls looked like her, squatted on mats, reading from books or writing on slates. The headmistress asked Boli to sit down in a corner in one of the classrooms. So when Boli reached the school, father handed to the headmistress. The frightened girl went to the classroom and sit on the mat. Okay, the headmaster asked his name, but Bholi sat in a corner and looked into the classroom. Bholi did not know what exactly a school was like, and what happened there, and what she and but there she was glad to find so many girls almost of her own age present there. She hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. So students, when she went to school, she saw the school, the classroom. She saw that her all the girls are of her age, and she hoped that some one of the girls or one of the student become her friend one day. So that's why she became very happy, and now she is also thinking that this is a very good place, and this is our first phase of the story. Thank you.